All right, guys, got a nice little job for the day. So mostly driving, easy peasy. So ready?
Yep.
Alrighty, let's go for a drive. Alright guys, so this guy broke up there, his little cylinder eye right in this area right there. We have to get this down with a crane, so we're going to get that all set up, because that is the main cylinder that lifts up this whole shaft, or this chute area. So let's get that started. Alright, so now that we got that down, it should be a pretty nice little cleanup, grinding of that, removal of this guy. Oh, it's jammed in there. Removal of that guy and stick it back on there. So this has also got some other miscellaneous little cracks which will tend to. And so from here, we won't need the crane to pick it up once we fix it from this point forward. So a couple little cracks, a couple little, areas of concern, no problem. Get it knocked out, then we can work on another truck, it turns out, taking care of some miscellaneous cracks. All right, let's keep going. Okay, so I'm gonna cut this off here with a torch, that excess weld. Should be easy enough to cut off. My son's gonna be grinding that area over there and taking care of that. I'm running low on batteries, so I'm gonna be very selective as to what I show you guys, so sorry about that. So here we go. Alright, so we got this in place, and it looks pretty square as far as this way and that way, so we're going to weld it in place right there as it is. Kind of put some welds here, there and there, hold it in place. The crane's holding the hydraulic cylinder in place, and things are looking good. This doesn't have much play in it, so we got to get it right, you know, so that's kind of why we got to make sure it's on there pretty straight. So now it's the welding. So I apologize for not being able to film that the way I thought I would. I thought I would be able to show you some welds, or up close welds, but this is it right there. Little 332 double pass 7018, and we made sure that it fit, and then we could cycle it up and down. So not bad. Now it's just a matter of taking care of these little guys right here, a couple of those, and we should be done. So let me put you guys on high speed again, because this battery is not going to last. Alright guys, I apologize for not showing you guys so much, but like I said, the battery was dying, so kind of stuck with what it was. Anyway, so I don't know if you got to see earlier, there was a crack right around this bottom area here, and so what we did was we gouged that area, filled that up with weld. But being as how this tube was flexing right at this midpoint, because of where this little gusset ties in, it was cracking right around underneath. And so I've seen some heavy equipment that's got welds that go past a situation like this to avoid those types of cracks, because now the stresses will have to travel on top of these welds all the way further down there, and it creates a thicker wall tube. This is a real thin wall tube, it's only 3/16, and so this flexing just made it crack. So I did the same thing, created kind of like an H, welded that center section part and ran 2 passes of 332. It's not the prettiest, but you know, it works. It'll hopefully transfer the stresses down a little further. And now in essence, I've basically made this almost 5/16 thick or so, maybe even 3/8, who knows. So that strengthened it up quite a bit. So I did the same thing on the other side. Now this machine is done. Had a couple other little cracks that I took care of right in here. Of course, this guy up here that I showed you, and hopefully that'll, you know, show you guys something. I didn't get to show you as much as I wanted. They got a terrible leak right there. Either way, so I think we're gonna grab lunch because they have another truck to work on. Hopefully this camera will charge while I'm eating lunch. So we'll get back to you guys hopefully soon. Hang tight. Okay guys, here's another truck. That's got the same issues. Cracks there. Starting the beginnings of stress cracks here. It went across that way. We'll do the same thing. We'll run welds past that. I'm only going to show you one of these repairs, and just because I'm running out of time, and so I'll do all this really fast and get detailed on one of the welds, that way you can understand what I'm doing. Here we go. All right, guys, so this is the one I wanted to show you guys. This one here, can't really see the crack, but it's a transition between this piece, which is a bit of a channel, to this piece here, which is a little bit thicker, and I guess the transition there just creates a lot of stress. So what we're going to do is we're going to gouge that off, and same thing with the other side. I already did the other side, but this one I wanted to show you from start to finish, the gouging. I'll have my photographer, my videographer hold the camera. All right, here we go. Woohoo! Got a little thin there. All right, let me grind that up. Looks like I made quite the mess. Turns out that it had been had a bit of a hole there before or something, and they patched over it somehow. So now I gotta fill that up. Partially my fault, partially stuff that was hidden. So what I'm going to try and do is to weld the gap part first while the steel is cooler. Even up here in this top side, weld where all the holes are, and go from there. I don't know how they made those holes. That's pretty interesting. But now we'll try and cover them up. So here we go. All right, here we go. Grind that up a little bit right quick. Okay, let me start here with the bottom a little bit lower at the beginning. Try and get a little closer. Alright, so we got that done. Oh, that ain't breaking, at least for a little while. So now the next thing is to finish this side over here. This side over here is really not as bad a shape. So I just need to clean that up. Left a lot of carbon deposits. So I've cleaned that up with the needle scaler and the brush. And we'll finish this up. So here we go. Alright, so got done with that one. Semi-smooth. About as smooth as I can get it anyway. So I believe we're done. Got to take care of those guys up there. Yeah, I'll need to brush those. And the ones up under here, so that's good too. So nice little preventative maintenance in a sense before it completely falls apart. So that's good. That helps everybody. So I guess that'll do it. We're be trying to outrun to some rain. Look, the distance got some rain coming. It's headed back north. I'm further south. I'm in San Antonio, Texas at the moment. So anyway, thanks for watching. Hope you learned something from it, even though it was a little bit short because I had to cut and paste here and there because of battery issues. So there you go. That should work. All right, let's hit the road. Thanks for watching.